What up, peeps? Welcome to today's vlog. Today is the 22nd. Today's Friday, and I came in a little bit early, not as early as I had planned. I was very tired when I woke up earlier, went back to sleep for another 45 minutes, but it is 10:30. We don't open till noon. Abby and Ryan should both be here at 11, which is half an hour earlier than normal, but we just have so much stuff to ship that we're going to spend that hour. We're going to pull the orders, of course, but then we're just going to do shipping for a straight hour till we open. I came in a little bit before them so that I can get started on this, which is my friend Josh's trade-in that he dropped off a couple days ago. I told him I was going to be coming in early today to work on it, and so that is what I am doing. So I'm going to get started on this, guys.
Do we have the power supply? Do not make me power supply.
You have two stories to tell. We'll hear about those later.
Oh, yeah.
We have a ton of trades, guys. So as soon as we opened, we had someone who had driven down from Seattle who watches our videos, and they brought a ton of stuff, which is all in the back. We had already agreed on a price, so we did not get that stuff entered into the system yet, so it's not tagged, but I will be showing you guys that after we close tonight. We also had another person who we were emailing, we made a deal with, come in with all of these Dragon Ball Z DVD sets. This one is missing two. We actually were going to pass on that one, but she just threw it in. So these are not in the system yet either, but hopefully they will be, pretty soon. But we have, we've already paid for all these, and we don't have prices on them just yet, but I believe that they were somewhere between like $25 to like $70 a piece, something like that. I can't tell you which ones are more expensive, but there's those. And then these are all the trades that have come in so far that we did get into the system. So first, we have a couple strategy guides. Star Ocean till the end of time. We have this Full Metal Alchemist Characters Collection book, Japanese import. Extermination Guide, Xenosaga Episode 1 Guide, and Disgaea Hour of Darkness from our company, Double Jump Books. Next, we have Perfect Dark. This is just box and manual, and it's pretty creased up. Got a crease across the front, top. It's not great. We also have a third-party N64 memory card. We have Pokemon Mystery Dungeon loose for the Switch. We have a blue DSi. We have this really cool Total Recall, like little LCD game made by Acclaim from 1989, a year before I was born. We also have the coolest Tiger handheld game I've ever seen, Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers. This works great. We have a couple Action Max games, Sonic Fury and 38 Caliber Ambush Alley. We've had both of these before, so I don't think these are hard to find ones. Then we have Alvin and the Chipmunks for Wii, Hasbro Family Game Night 2, Despicable Me with No Manual, Fighters Uncaged, and then New Super Mario Bros. DS. We have Automobile Lamborghini for N64, Battletoads Double Dragon for Genesis, Grand Theft Auto 3, some disc-only Xbox games, and then WWE 2K20, NBA 2K20, The Division, Sims 4, Star Wars Battlefront, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare with the Steelbook, Dark Souls, Dark Souls 2, Wolfenstein, Wolfenstein The New Order, and then we have a bunch of movies. So we have some horror V8 or DVDs and a couple Blu-ray here. These are all pretty cheap. Most of them are $2.99. That one is the most expensive one. So they're all pretty cheap. And then the person that brought in the Dragon Ball DVDs also brought these, and these were not previously agreed upon, so I did have to put these in the system while they were waiting. So these are all in here. Three of these are priced at $5. One of them is $18, one of them is $20. The rest are all $2.99. So there's a ton of them. Mostly Dragon Ball GT, but there is some Dragon Ball Z stuff in there as well. A couple movies. All right, first story.
First story
Has to do with this stuff. We have a sealed Pokken Tournament, sealed Mario 3D All-Stars, sealed Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, a Spider-Man skin for the Switch, and then we have a brand new gray Nintendo Switch Lite.
So, basically, this was a trade-in that happened earlier today, and It was kind of questionable because of how the people were acting, but also like you don't typically go out and buy a Switch Lite brand new with games and then just be like, okay, I'm done, because typically you could just return them, especially to any like big box store, and you get all your money back and you're fine. So these came in, and the guys who traded them in were definitely on some heavy drugs. And one was talking to Ryan super loudly and like having him like over here and just like keeping him distracted. And then the other guy was kind of walking around. They didn't steal anything that we know of, but it was just like really sketchy. So we decided to...
They're not smart enough to steal anything without us noticing.
Yeah. Well, the one guy was like very clearly like tweaking out. Like he'd very not in control of his actions and just doing weird things. And so we did do the trade-in for cash, but we called around to some of the local stores. And
we called all the stores.
We called all the local stores, including the GameStops. And I spoke to somebody at GameStop who happens to be the manager. And I explained, hey, we had somebody come in. Like, these items came in with them. They're all sealed. We're a little bit unsure about it. And we had looked up the serial number. The serial number has no...
it has not been reported stolen or lost.
Yeah, so it hasn't been reported stolen or lost by a police department, by a company, or by anything. So it's a good serial number. But I called the GameStop at the mall, and he said that they just laid off a ton of people, and things are missing. They are missing multiple Switch Lites, they're missing multiple Switches, they're missing multiple games, and he has to do inventory, and they actually closed today to do inventory to figure out what all was stolen. They believe that these items were stolen, not necessarily these items, but the items that are missing were stolen by former employees, which is pretty crazy. He said that they had actually laid off a lot of like the people who were I don't know what it's called, on call.
Yeah, like part-timers.
They're like part-time on call, not on the schedule. So it's kind of crazy to think that maybe like an employee, I gave him the serial number for these, or for the Switch Lite, just in case. But it's kind of crazy to think that possibly like a GameStop employee stole these, was fired before or after, whatever, and then sold them to somebody else or whatever happened.
Yeah, the guys that brought this in were definitely not GameStop employees.
No, they were very clearly
they were crackheads.
under the influence of drugs and everything. But yeah, that's the story. So we're waiting to hear back from GameStop. They have my number.
They're supposed to call before the end of the day.
Which
today.
is in 2 hours for them, I think, to let me know if that is a serial number that was missing or
because
not.
They have all their information, so they know the serial numbers of the consoles that were stolen.
Yeah.
So if it's not from them, then I think at this point we're good. I mean, we still have to wait 15 days. Yeah. That's how it works. But we have called all the GameStops in Vancouver. We have called every retro game store in the Portland area.
Yeah, and outside of the Portland area. Yeah,
we called places in Beaverton. We called places in Clackamas. Mm-hmm. We called all the places in Portland. Called the other store in Vancouver.
Think that like they came from a GameStop unless it's the situation in which the GameStop manager spoke to me about.
Yeah.
Because GameStop has started to just put empty cases out on their shelf, regardless if they have in stock or not.
Yeah.
So there's no way somebody could access these.
That's why we don't. That's why we don't think that these were stolen from like a Walmart or something either, because you can't get them. You'd have to have an employee open the cabinet. They're not going to hand you the stuff and let you walk away. They're going to carry it to the register. So we're doing everything we can, but assuming GameStop says that's not a serial number for one of ours, and the cops or no one shows up within 15 days, then we've done everything we can to cover ourselves, and we're doing what we're supposed to be doing.
Yep.
Just because you have a suspicion that it's stolen doesn't mean that it is, and that doesn't mean that you do anything differently. We always hold the newer consoles for 15 days. That's always how we do it. We keep track of all the serial numbers. It's tied to the person's account. We have their ID on file. We have maybe a fake phone number, but we have a phone number for them. We have their ID information. They signed the thing saying they're the legal owner of these items. We keep track of all that stuff. We have the serial number, so we're covered, basically. Mm-hmm. So this stuff is not on the website because of that. We're going to hold everything with it for the 15 days. Normally, these would go out right away, and this would be what's held because there's no way to track these. But if they were stolen together, then like if this serial number comes back as belonging to GameStop, I would assume that these also do.
Yeah.
Because they all came together.
I would assume so as well. And he said that he had PS5 games and stuff too. So I'm a little...
Yeah.
He brought in like a PS5 camera that was just like, like the box was ripped open and everything, and I was just like, yeah, I'm not interested. Like, it was ripped open where like there was a security tab on it, and like that was gone. Like the lid of the thing was gone. So it was like somebody removed it very harshly from that security grip.
So all of this stuff is going to be held for 15 days, which we normally, like I said, we wouldn't do. But in this situation, we kind of have to.
Okay, so the second story is really embarrassing. I was in the back and I came out to the front, and Ryan was with a customer and he was selling a N64 to the guy. And I wouldn't say the guy was like particularly super friendly or anything.
He was alright.
He was alright. Maybe a little rough around the edges, but like not rude, but not like overly cheesy and nice.
He let a couple people go ahead of him.
Okay, that was super nice of him. So I guess he was kind of nice. So he checked out, and we have an in-store only rewards membership, and it's free. You get 5% back in store credit on every purchase you make. Like I said, it's in-store only. We have no way of doing that for the website. I'm really sorry, guys. And so we Ryan forgot to click something, so I was trying to help with that, and I asked for the guy's phone number, and I and Ryan were right by the computer together, and he said something, but I thought he was talking to Ryan, and he said, only if you promise to call me. And I was just like, oh, I was like, he's hitting on Ryan. And Ryan was like,
I just thought he was making a joke.
Ryan just thought he was making a joke. But I was like, oh, he's hitting on Ryan. It's so cute. And then the guy, like, we just kind of, like, laughed it off because, like, I didn't want to say anything. And then Ryan was just like, oh, it's a joke. So we finished up the transaction. He left and he took his items with him, and he forgot a controller. And the controller was sitting here on the countertop. So I was like, oh, let me run it out to him because Ryan was working with another customer. And I took it out to him, and I like kind of held it up, and I was just like, hey, I was like, your controller, because he was in his car already. And so I like walked up to his car and like handed it to him. And he was like,
then what happened?
He was like, he's like, are you single? And I was like, oh no, I have a boyfriend. And he was like, oh, he's like, I was gonna ask in the store, but then I like chickened out. But then I saw you walk up to the car, and I was like, oh, it's like, you know, it's fate or something. And I was just like, oh yeah, no, I have a boyfriend. And he was like, okay, well, I think you're really pretty and you have pretty eyes. So, and I was just like, yeah, cool. And I was like, thanks, have a great day. And he's like, thanks for being honest. And I was like, you're welcome. And I like walked in, and I had my mask on because, you know, interacting with a customer, and there was a customer in the store, and I was like covering my face because I was just like, oh my god, that didn't just happen. And it kind of all clicked when he was like, only if you promise to call me. Like, it wasn't targeted at Ryan like I thought. It was actually at me, and I have never like been so embarrassed. And I was covering my face, and the customer in here and Ryan both thought I was crying, like something had happened, because I laugh like a dying donkey sometimes. I couldn't breathe, and I was like, and they thought I was crying. But yeah, and that guy has a son who comes here. I'm sorry if you're watching this, but the son is my age. So this guy was like in his 40s and has a son who's my age, which is very, very, like, that was the most awkward thing about it, was like, okay, you're in your 40s, like, I'm 20, am I 24? I think I'm 24. I don't remember how old I am. I think I'm 24. Anyways, I was just like, I'm like, you're like double my age anyways. Oh no, but I already had a boyfriend, so it doesn't matter. And I was like, no.
I don't think you're 24.
I think I am.
3. You're 7 years younger than us, right?
I'm 24 turning 25 this year, because it's 2021 now. So right now, we are, I don't know. I can't do math, guys. I forgot how old I am. Bye.
All right, guys, so it's time to open up some packages. Ryan has left for the night. Abby's checking the mailbox right now because we're pretty sure there's a couple more small ones in there. But we have this first one here, which has an eBay label on it. And we have lots of packages. We have our second factory sealed order. We also have an order that's going to have our Gashapon stuff in there. So this first one here, it's all really weird, like wrapped up in some black cardboard thing. But we have a cartridge of Mario Party 1. Authentic. We only have one left in the glass case here, so this is really awesome. Definitely need that. Did you get more?
Yes, I have 2 packages.
All right. Let me open those ones because I'm pretty sure these are the eBay ones. So 2 more. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that these are... Well, maybe not this one. This feels like something else. Okay. This is also an eBay one. Oh, it's so cold from being out in the mailbox.
It's pretty
We
chilly
have
out there.
Super Smash Bros. Another legit one. And then last one here of the smaller ones. Yep, this is the one I was expecting. We got... Oh, it's got a big sticker on the front. Let me try to take that off. Oh my gosh, it's not going to want to come off. I'll get it off later, but we have a factory sealed copy of Yoshi's Crafted World. And this is kind of like the ones that we opened up yesterday. We're just going to try to have more brand new Switch games in stock. And this one was just a little bit cheaper on eBay than to buy it from our supplier. So that's why we got that. So Abby has a couple packages now to open.
Okay, so I have 2 packages here. One is a purchase that I made on Instagram. My tattoo artist, she was friends with this is friends with this person and recommended. She always says sell your stuff to her. So this got shipped in from California.
This is for the store, but Abby's the one who
Yes.
made the purchase.
Because Gianni mentioned me, so she contacted me personally. And that is a coral pink Switch Lite in the box.
Awesome.
It's in great shape. It's really gorgeous. She said that she used it for a couple of weeks and then just wasn't super into it, so she sold it to us.
No games?
No games. She played Animal Crossing and then gave Animal Crossing to somebody else. But yeah, so we have a really good shape coral pink Switch Lite. This will be held for 15 days, of course. But yeah, so that was
Yeah, we
super
never
awesome.
get that color. We always get the gray one.
No. And then this package is for me, not the store. And, oh my gosh, if I can cut this open. This is from another person on Instagram who follows me. If you don't follow me, you should. I post memes. That's it. And her name is Heather, and she's super sweet, and she knows that I love this game, and they actually had a double, so she told me, oh, there is a note.
Ooh.
Hey Abby, here is the item we talked about on Instagram. Hope it made it to you in one piece. Let me know when it comes in and we can get it figured out. Glad this is going to a good home and it'll look good with your collector's edition. And that is, oh, they packed it really well. Little bumpers on it. The upside down collector's edition guide. Horizon Zero Dawn complete edition, sorry.
Factory sealed.
Yeah, I'm gonna be opening it. But they ordered an extra, and so she went ahead. She and her, I think, boyfriend, they messaged me and they're like, hey, are you interested in this? And I was like, heck yes. Like, how much do you want for it? And she said, well, let's try to get it shipped first and make sure it gets to you in one piece, and then we'll go from there. So super, super awesome. I'm excited.
Cool.
I actually have 2 more packages that came from me, but we can film those after you charge your phone.
Okay.
Okay, I have 2 more packages that, again, these are personally for me. The coral pink Switch Lite was not personally for me. And I bought these from Nathan, who is the bee's knees. We have... Cooper doesn't know I bought this, so he might be just a little annoyed with me. But it's okay.
I'm annoyed that you're doing that.
What? Saying that you might be annoyed with me?
Yeah.
Okay, Cooper's not gonna be annoyed with me. He's just gonna be...
Too late.
Okay, stop.
Already annoyed.
So, we have a yellow Nintendo Switch Lite that I bought from Nathan. He got it in Montana, and we don't have any that are these colors. So, thank you, Nathan. I bought it from him. He bought it. Okay, cool. And then the other thing that we have is a game we were talking about, and I really don't know how I'm going to add this onto, like, my plate right now. If I can open this box. Is a game that requires a lot of time, apparently. I've never played any of these games in the entire series, so I'm excited to play it. And that is, oh god, it's all packed up, which is good. Lots of tape. And that is the Persona 5 Royal Steelbook edition for the PS4. He had pre-ordered 2 of these, I think on accident. I wasn't sure if it was on purpose or not, and he let me know he had a second one available. So I bought this one from him to play it. I've heard good things from him, especially about it, so I'm gonna dive into the Persona games and see if I really like it or not.
Alright, so we have 2 packages here from Kevin, and we have not opened them yet, so I'm not exactly sure what it is. Hopefully there's a note. I don't see one in this package. Let me try this one. Okay, I don't see a note, at least on the top of either of them, so we're just going to start with the smaller of the 2. We have a medium flat rate box and a large flat rate box. So, in the first one here, this is obviously a bundle of stuff that we purchased. So we have, for PS1, Marble Master and Jigsaw Madness. Oh no, this is from... Where did I just buy this? I think this might be from another game store. I can't remember. Turbo Prop Racing, because I remember this game specifically. And then Contra. Yeah, this is definitely from a game store. This is from the store that, okay, someone commented on one of the videos like a week ago, maybe a few days ago, and they're like, hey, I know that you like buying from other game stores' websites, and my friend just started one, and he sent me the link. And people send me links, not all the time, but it does happen. Usually, I don't end up buying anything. I add it to my list, but typically, you know, I have a list of like 40 game stores' websites. I've only ever made purchases from just a handful of them because the prices have to be good enough for us to make money, obviously, and, you know, most of the time that's not the case, which there's nothing wrong with that. It's just a fact. And this one in particular, there was a ton of stuff, and I don't know if it's a brand new store or if it's just the website that's new, but I ended up buying a bunch of stuff, and I can't remember the name of the website. I think it was Retro Delio. Yes, RetroDelio.com. So Retro DEALIO.com. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. So of course there's not going to be a note because this is not like a mail-in trade. So we have New Super Mario Bros. For DS, complete. I'm not going to open them all, but they're all in here. Super Smash Bros. For 3DS, Pokemon Sun, Pokemon Moon, Donkey Kong Country Returns 3D. Some may be missing manuals, I'm not sure. And then we have some Super Nintendo games here. Yoshi's Safari and Yoshi's Cookie. Mega Man X and Star Fox. And then Super Metroid and Zelda Link to the Past. These are the kind of games that I typically can't buy from other game stores because they are either too close to our price or they're selling it for even more than we do, which, like I said, is perfectly fine. But the prices at this place are pretty good. So profit is not as much as it would be if, as if someone traded these in or something like that. But it's still worth getting for us. So I'm very happy. So in the second box here, we've got some Game Boy stuff. We have Donkey Kong Land. We have Magical Quest 2 for Game Boy Advance. And then we have Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl. The only reason I bought this, because this is a game that we'd sell for like $2.99. The only reason I bought it is because it was 50 cents. And it's so small, it's not going to add any more to the shipping cost, so I figured why not. There are a few games in here that were priced at like 95 cents, and I did buy some of those just to get some shelf filler. Because, I mean, where else can you buy a game for less than $1 that's not a sports game? So we also have Super Mario 64 and Star Fox 64, and also Super Smash Brothers. These are all in really good condition too. I'm very, very happy with that. We have Madden 99, Madden 2000, and Snowboard Kids 2. You thought it was going to be another Madden game. And then we have, Diddy Kong Racing. And then Zombies Ate My Neighbors. This one's pretty worn, but they had actual pictures, so I knew what it was looking to look like. And then Sonic 3. Some more N64 games in the bottom here. NFL Quarterback Club 98 and Madden 64. Like I said, these were like 95 cents a piece on those ones. Star Wars Rogue Squadron, Jet Force Gemini, Namco Museum 64, and Army Men Sarge's Heroes. We desperately need N64 stuff. It doesn't all have to be good, just even filler. We need it, so this is a nice little boost to that section. We have 3 Wii U games here. Assassin's Creed 3, Lego City Undercover, and the Gianna Sisters Twisted Dreams Director's Cut. This is a game that I think in a few years is probably going to be way more expensive. It's very, very cheap right now, but it's so uncommon. So I definitely think that this one's going to be going up in price. So if you don't have it, I would look out for it. I've heard it's a really good game too. Have not played it yet though. Then for the original Xbox, we have Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2 and also Gun Valkyrie. For the 360, we have the Xbox Live Arcade, another one that was 99 cents. For PS2, all filler here, we have Jeopardy, and then 2 copies of Supercar Street Challenge. These were also 99 cents a piece, so can't pass them up. Then we have some PSP games. First up, 2 copies of the Pinball Hall of Fame, the Gottlieb Collection. Those are both complete, and they were also $1 a piece. And this one, like the other games like Jeopardy and stuff like that, we sell those for $2.99. So at $1, it's a third of what we're going to sell it for, which is fine, whatever, just shelf filler. But these PSP games we cannot keep in stock anyway, and these games are like complete. They're about $8 a piece. So for $1 each, that is definitely a no-brainer. And then we have Castlevania, the Dracula X Chronicles. Bam. He put some little pad in each of them. And then this is probably the most expensive game out of the whole box here, but we have Persona, the first one for PSP. So he put some bubble wrap in there. But yeah, this game is over $100, which is crazy. And then the rest of what we have here is all GameCube. And you guys know we need GameCube as well. So we have, in no particular order, X-Men Legends, Pokemon Coliseum, Super Mario Strikers, Smash Brothers, Kirby Air Ride, Legend of Zelda, Wind Waker, Super Mario Sunshine, Metroid Prime 2, Metroid Prime 1, Mario Golf, and Shrek Super Slam. So, lots of player's choice, but that is a very, very nice stack of GameCube games, and we definitely need those. So, shout out to Retro Delio if you guys do go to their website and make a purchase, I don't know if there's like a notes section or whatever, but just let them know that you were sent there from our channel here, and let them know that they have great prices, and we definitely appreciate it. So let's move on to, we have 3 boxes left. I think Abby hit her knee.
No, I smashed my fingers.
Oh, she smashed her fingers. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. So we have, just 3 packages left. We have 2 boxes of factory sealed stuff, games, and then we also have a box that has our Gashapon stuff and a few other little things in there. So I think we're gonna open that one first and end with the sealed stuff. All right, so I got it opened up here. I didn't look inside, but I got it cut open so that we don't have to waste our time doing that. Oh man, I hope that these even fit in there. I mean, there's like some different size ones here, but one of these is really big. I don't know if it's gonna fit in those machines. So they might have to just be sold separately, which is this one. Look how big these are.
Yeah, those are gonna fit.
These are Dragon Ball figures. They are Gashapon things, but they're really large capsules, and I don't know if they're gonna fit in there or not. We'll have to test it out. So there's Dragon Ball ones. This one is Demon Slayer. Those ones are about the same size as the old ones. We have another Kirby one here. This is a Dream Gear figure collection. Those ones are really cool. Some of these are bigger too. Some of them are small though.
Maybe we could just put them in our recycling capsules.
And then these ones are Kingdom Hearts. And these are all, for the most part, they're all miniature figures. They're not like little flat rubber keychain things, because there's a lot of Gashapons that are like that.
And we hate those.
I don't like them, and I don't think that they're worth the $4 that we have to charge for them, because they're not any cheaper to buy than the figures are. So we're sticking with the figures for pretty much everything. This one is Cardcaptor Sakura. These ones are My Hero Academia. This one is another Dragon Ball one.
Cooper, can you tell me what this extension case is?
What is it?
It's a Sega one? I just don't...
Yeah, this is a Genesis.
Okay. That's what I thought, but I wasn't sure. Thank you.
So, I don't know if they're sending another box, but these are definitely not all of the Gashapon things that we bought, because that's all that's in here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we should have 2 more coming. I guess they sent 2 packages, but there's some other stuff in here. We sold our last giant Yoshi plush, so we restocked. Got 2 more of these guys. And then we got a giant Bowser plush. Look at that. We actually got 2 of them, but those are super cool. And that's everything that's in that box. So now it's time to open up the factory sealed ones. All right, so we're gonna try to get through these kind of quick, because I still have to show you guys all the trade-ins from this morning that the guy brought down from Seattle. And none of that stuff is in the system yet, but it's going to be. We own it now. So I'm gonna show it to you, but we need to do that before we end the vlog. So, factory sealed order. So when I asked you guys what you wanted to see for sealed stuff, people were saying pretty much every system. People were saying PSP and Super Nintendo and Xbox 360 and N64 and GameCube and PS1 and DS and everything. So I tried to just make an order and get a little bit of everything, restock on the Vita games for certain ones, because we've been selling out of a ton of them. So there's a little bit of everything in here. So some of them are kind of not really like in order, I guess. So first up, we have Evolution Worlds for the GameCube, and as always, these are all brand new, legit factory sealed stuff straight from a distributor who has been in the business for, who knows, 25 years. We have Final Fantasy IV, the complete collection for PSP. really get some of these out of here very well. Oh, I guess we got 5 of that one. So there's 3 more. We have Me and My Katamari for PSP. They have those little like favorites stickers on the outside of the seal, so you could take those off if you want. We have Half Minute Hero, 5 copies of that. Looks like they also have the favorites sticker on the top there. We have, there's another Me and My Katamari. Okay, and then we have Grand Theft Auto, Chinatown Wars, Greatest Hits. And I don't know that they are greatest hits before we get them. They don't say on the website. Only a couple of the games do. So, you know, it's not a big deal. We have Innocent Life, Futuristic Harvest Moon for PSP, and Metal Gear Solid Portable Ops, also greatest hits. And there's a lot of duplicates in here, but they're packed in so well that it's kind of hard to get to them. So there's 2 more Innocent Lives. We have Metal Slug Anthology for PSP, and Metal Gear Solid Portable Ops Plus. That one's Black Label. And then more copies of Metal Gear and Katamari. We have 2 copies of Bust-A-Move Millennium for the Game Boy Color. There's another Metal Slug. There's more Metal Gear Solid Portable Ops. And Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker, also greatest hits. 5 of those. 2 copies of Quest Fantasy Challenge for the Game Boy Color. This one's a little, well, none of them are perfect. They both have a little bit of like warping inward on the front there, slight crease on the side, but they're not bad overall. 2 of those. And then we have F1 World Grand Prix for the Dreamcast. Iron Aces for the Dreamcast. More Iron Aces. We have Coaster Works for the Dreamcast. More of those. Demolition Racer, No Exit for the Dreamcast. And then just more quantity of the ones I just showed you. And then we have 5 copies of this game for the original Game Boy. And these all look like they're in pretty good shape. Not perfect. They're pretty old, but we have 5 copies of Oddworld Adventures. And that is a cool one to get. And it's probably one of the more expensive ones out of the whole shipment here. So that's the end of the first box. We do have one more box here, which this is the big one. The other one was the smaller box. We have the invoice. Get this open here. All right, I'm kind of running out of room up here. All right. So we have Rayman Arena for GameCube. We have Phantasy Star Online Episode 3 Card Revolution for GameCube. We have for PSP Final Fantasy II, 5 copies. The games that I get more copies of are the ones that I anticipate being, like, you know, quicker sellers, basically. Then, for the Nintendo Switch, we have 3 copies of the Ukulele, I guess the Classic Edition, I think is what they're called, but it's in, like, the N64 style box. There's 3 of those. I'm probably going to have to keep one of those because I don't have one. Then, we have Bomberman Land for PSP. And then, for the Vita, we have Longest 5 Minutes and Soul Sacrifice. Those both have sold out, so we had to get more. We also have Batman for the Vita and Corpse Party. all the Vita games in this shipment are just restocks of ones we've already had. So more Corpse Party and Dragon's Crown, Iconoclast, and I got 5 this time instead of 3 because everything was selling so well. Metal Gear Solid HD Collection, 5 more of those. Drive Girls and Hyper Devotion Noir. And Dungeon Travelers 2. Muv-Luv and Papers, Please. 5 each of those. There's more Muv-Luv and Longest 5. Oh, did I buy the wrong ones? We have the Senran Kagura Bon Appetit full course, but this is the standard edition. And I thought that I had ordered the special edition because we ordered the special edition last time. So I'll have to double check that. I might have made a mistake here. And then also Penny Punching Princess. I hope I didn't make a mistake because I think the reason I got the special edition one is because the regular version was, the wholesale price wasn't good enough. So I don't know. There's no more Bomberman Land, and then Astro Boy for PSP as well. Kind of running out of space up here. For the Wii U, we have Zelda Wind Waker HD, of course. These are the Nintendo Select versions, but this game is a little expensive to get just for a regular complete copy, so hopefully no one cares that they're the Nintendo Selects. There's 5 of those. We also have 007 Legends for the Wii U. We have Iconoclast for the Switch. So we have the version for Switch and for Vita. So it looks like 4 of those. Should have been 5. There it is. 5 copies. We also have more of the Dragon's Lair trilogy. That one sold out real fast. We also have more copies of Celeste. And we have 2 more Animal Crossings. We have 2 more Yoshi's Crafted Worlds. 2 Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. 2 copies of Thumper. 2 copies of Smash Bros. 2 copies of Mario Party, 2 more copies of the Mario 3D All-Stars, and then 5 copies of Night Trap for the Switch. And I have nowhere to put them. And then we have 5 copies of the Super Mario All-Stars for the Wii. And then this one's really cool. We have 5 copies of Pikmin for the Wii, the new Play Control one. And then we have Little King's Story for the Wii, which is one of my favorite Wii games. Very similar to Pikmin. There's another Astro Boy for the PSP. And then we have 3 copies each. We have Resident Evil Archives and Resident Evil 0 Archives. And then lastly in here, we have 3 more of the Shantae Half Genie Hero Risky Beasts Edition for Vita. And then we have 5 big box Odamas for GameCube. And 5 big box Batmans for GameCube. So that is everything, guys. Lots of stuff. So who knows when this will all be up and available on the website. We have so much stuff to get through. We've been getting so many packages. You guys have seen. It's going to take forever to get caught up on inventory. So don't expect this stuff, in the next few days. It's definitely going to take a while. But I'm going to clear some room, and then we'll go through all the stuff that came in this morning right when we opened. Check it out, guys. I got all the Gashapon stuff in here. So this one has the Kirby ones that didn't come with the little artwork thing. So we got to get one of those printed out. But we have the Kingdom Hearts ones in here. And all the little artwork things kind of got bent up, so I had to tape them in. That one's already coming out, you can kind of see. So I might have to fix them, but yeah, check it out. There's a blank one there and a blank one there because we didn't get those. I don't know why. There was supposed to be, I think, a Hello Kitty one and something else. I can't remember, but I'm assuming they're probably either on their way or maybe they were just like temporarily sold out. But with that same order that these came in, I also pre-ordered a bunch of plushies. So those are coming out, it said, at the end of January. So we should probably get those in like the next week or two. Maybe they'll be coming with those. I don't know. But there's the My Hero Academia ones. There's the other Kirby one. There's Demon Slayer. And then we have the 2 Dragon Ball ones here. And then Cardcaptor Sakura. So very happy with these. They're super cool. The big ones, which is that one there, we tested it with 4 or 5. They all worked fine. The coins, like you have to turn that one a little bit slowly. You have to turn it, wait till you hear the coin drop, and then keep going. Otherwise, if you turn it too quickly, it's like the coin gets stuck. But that one worked perfectly fine. So I don't know. They probably just need to be broken a little bit. But yeah, these are super, super cool. And I kind of have an idea of something that I would like to do eventually. This would kind of be related to it, but I would love at some point for us to get into the wholesale business. And something like these machines could be one of the things that we offer. And this is a very new idea for me. I know nothing about any of that kind of stuff. I know a few of the places that we have wholesale accounts with, you can request to be not just like we're a store getting a wholesale account, but you can also request a distributor account where I'm assuming you would get stuff cheaper, but you have to buy way bigger quantities. I know nothing about that business, like I said, but it is something that I think would be pretty cool to get into at some point. And I mean, as far as I can tell, there's only one other company that is like importing and selling Gashapon machines, and it's the other style, the first one we got, which is honestly much lower quality. It's got the plastic handles and everything. They're still very, very cool. You know, this one, they're still cool and everything, but with the plastic handles and everything, they just feel kind of cheap. These ones feel way more sturdy, way more high quality. They, of course, have the metal cranks and everything, and it also has the option to use 2 tokens. So if you do have something that's more expensive, you can put them in one of them and require 2 tokens, so it'd be $8 instead of $4. So I don't know, maybe for the future, maybe very, very far off, but it is something I would really enjoy getting into. Probably not trying to wholesale video games, but you know, plushies, toys, maybe other accessories, Gashapon machines, stuff like that. I think would be very, very cool. So if there are any store owners watching who are interested in some of these machines, I can help you out because I dealt directly with a production plant, a manufacturer, whatever you want to call it. I dealt directly with them. I did not buy these from a company. So I guess I have that connection now. I can always order. They have these colors. I think they had a couple other colors. I think orange was one of them, but I didn't really think that orange fit very well with these. And plus, I could only get 4. But if there's anyone interested, I can try to help you out. I'm definitely interested in maybe, trying to do something wholesale, like I said, at some point. And those were cheaper than this one was. For us, at least. I don't know. We bought 4 of them. But, yeah. So, if you have a store, at least in the U.S., I don't want to have to ship one of these things to Canada, but if you have a store and you're interested in getting some of that stuff, you can reach out on email, doublejumpvideogames@yahoo.com. I'd be more than happy to discuss things and see if we can figure some stuff out. And yeah, so let's take a look at the trades. And here it is, guys. This is a collection that we purchased this morning. We were discussing it through email with the guy that drove it down from Seattle. Very, very nice guy. And he's probably watching, so thank you. And we had already agreed on a price for this stuff. So some of the trades that I showed you guys earlier in this vlog also came from him. Because he brought this, which we had already agreed on. And then he brought other stuff to trade in. This stuff here, we paid cash for. The other stuff that he brought, he took store credit and got a bunch of Vita games and some other stuff. So in addition to what you see here, there was also 2 fat PS2 consoles. There was some other controllers and some other stuff, but this is the majority of it. So first, we have this. This does not have the statue, but it's the Gears of War 3 Collector's Edition box. I think He said the game is in there, but it is missing the statue, so I'm not sure what we're going to do with that. We also have the Devil Summoner 2 here, which does not have the game, but it does have the box and the plush, which is still very, very cool. But the game is very, very expensive now. The last one we had, I think we sold it for like $150 for just a regular case copy of it. So to get a game to complete this might not really be worth it for us. I'm going to have to double check and see what they're going for complete with this, because I haven't looked in quite some time. But this one is, for now, just the box and the plush. This one is in there. I don't know if it's fully complete, but it's heavy enough to actually have the console in there. And then none of this stuff is priced yet. It's not in the system, so I'm not going to go through every single individual game. There's hundreds here, so we're just going to go through like this. So we're starting off with the Xbox 360. There's some good stuff. Ninja Blade is pretty uncommon. We don't really see that one too often. Godfather 2 we never get. Dreamcast Collection is cool. The Hellboy Science of Evil is another one that we never ever see. This Halo 3 is sealed. I don't know if it's just like a DVD or what. But, so there's all of the Xbox 360. I believe that Halo is like one of the only things that is sealed. There's an original Xbox game in here that was sealed as well. The Sneakers. But I think everything else is just, most of it's complete. Some stuff may not have manuals. Original Xbox, we have a giant collection here. And Xbox is one of the systems that I told myself I was going to focus on after N64. It was supposed to be GameCube and Xbox, and I kind of stopped focusing on Xbox. So if there's anything... Oh, and this is Digimon Chronicles or something. It's Japanese import. If there's any, pretty uncommon Xbox games in here, I might be holding on to them for my collection, but I'm pretty sure I have the majority of this stuff already. But there's really good stuff in here, as you guys can tell. This one, Curse, I may need that one. But there's Conquer. There's all sorts of good stuff in here. Manhunt, Mad Dash. We just sold one of these ones. There's Toe Jam and Earl 3, Call of Cthulhu, Castlevania, Silent Hill 2 and 4. So yeah, really, really good stuff. And then we have 3 stacks here of PS2. Also really good stuff in here. Dark Cloud 2, Sylphid, Spyro, Full Metal Alchemist, Dragon Quest, Gundam, Ninja Turtles, Shaolin Monks, Mega Man X7, Xenosaga 1 and 2, Nightshade we don't get very often, Shadow the Colossus, Eco, Valkyrie Profile 2, Time Splitters Future Perfect, Capcom vs. SNK, Klonoa 2 is a really, really good one, Castle Shikigami, Disgaea, Dark Cloud, my favorite PS2 games, Champions 1 and 2, and Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance 1 and 2. Those are all awesome. So there it is, guys. This is a huge collection. This was not cheap, as you can imagine. Lots of really, really good titles in here. I'm very happy to have this, but like I said, it's going to take quite some time for us to get this into the system. I do have an idea of something that we might be able to do to speed up the process of entering inventory, and it would involve taking some stuff home and entering it in on my MacBook. The only way that that's going to work is if I can enter it into an Excel spreadsheet and then import that to the system. If we can do that, I will start doing that because it's going to save us a ton of time, and I'm way more comfortable just sitting on the couch, watching TV, entering stuff that way, than I am trying to come in super early and do it here, or stay late and do it, or just do it during the day on the computer in the back. It's extremely slow. So I'm looking into it, seeing if that will work. If it does, we're going to get through this stuff a lot quicker, but for now we have so much stuff to work on. It's going to be quite some time before you see this on the website. And with that, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end the vlog here. I know this one's probably been extremely long, but we had a lot of stuff to cover, a lot of stuff to show you guys for today. And tomorrow is Saturday, right? Mm-hmm. So tomorrow's going to be busy. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please do not forget to smack the like button, leave a comment down below, and subscribe. And we'll see you guys again tomorrow.